Woo! We are live. Everybody say something so they can hear something.
Hello.
I hope.
Wait, we can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I oh hi ho.
Hi ho's not saying any. Hi ho, have I done something wrong?
Oh, okay.
I was feeling bratty.
Oh my god. The one time I bothered to set this up right on the get go, I thought the call dropped. You were gonna do this? I thought I was like, Hi ho can't hear us for some reason. Twitch can, but
Yeah.
Hi ho can't. Ugh.
God.
No. You just like told me to do something and my brain was like, no. It was that
Okay.
simple.
Wow, I have such good faith about how the session is going to go. Oh my god. I don't know. You do realize, I'm gonna be telling you to do stuff like this whole time, right?
I know.
Okay.
But now you know that I'm only doing it because I want to do it, not because you're telling me to.
Okay.
I didn't mean to have a power play so early in the afternoon. And by early afternoon, I mean not at all early in the
Like
afternoon.
Yeah, I'm
night.
here, and it's
But apparently, I needed to do a power play.
apparently you need to do. Oh, I need to go live on TikTok. Almost forgot.
Whoops.
Come
Well,
on.
I don't think I have enough battery life for that. I apologize. Oh. Hello, stream.
Hello.
Hi, Stream.
I would say good morning, but it's morning only for me and night for everyone else.
Everyone else in the
We
world.
don't know
it's
where
night.
Stream's at. We don't.
Yeah, they
don't
could-
put limits on Stream.
You don't know where they're watching
Oh,
from.
sorry.
Yeah.
Stream, where are you watching from?
Don't tell her. Don't give her the satisfaction.
Okay.
Apparently, I immediately went into a bratty mood. I'm not sorry about it.
Wow, this shirt is like way much lower cut than I was expecting when I bought it. I had no idea you guys were playing D&D until I saw one of Momo's TikToks. So excited to see you guys play. Oh, we're excited.
Yay!
Okay.
Yeah. I'm really nervous because I want to do really well, but I also have no idea what I'm doing.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
it depends on what you want defined as well.
Right.
Like,
you do realize there's not like a
I-
way you win D&D. Like we are
I
literally
did
all
not
just
know,
playing-
actually. I
we're
did
just-
not know.
we're
Yeah,
just
we're
playing
just
make
playing
believe with
story.
rules. That's it.
So I can't win.
You can't
You-
lose.
It's a story. You can have a good ending or a bad ending.
Yeah, you just figure out what you want
Well,
your
I
character
would like
to
a
do.
good ending.
Okay.
I don't want this to end badly.
Well, then don't roll like shit.
Is that
Well,
simple?
I don't know how to not roll like shit.
You
It's
s-
like it's not been
You just
I don't
simply be
have
lucky.
track record actually with rolling.
Oh my god. That's like a very big part of the game, Dungeons and Dragons, is rolling dice. So,
Oh my god.
oh my
So,
god.
like,
Oh my god. I don't know if you're ready. Are you ready for this, Momo? Because now I'm worried for you.
well, my first time rolling, I got like the worst stats possible.
I'm kidding. Oh, well, you got all the bad rolls out of the way. You got all the bad rolls out of the way. Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, oh, hi ho, you're like getting static.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Okay.
I'm logged into my Ethernet, like straight to the modem.
Mm.
That's the life I'm living.
Rip. Okay. So, before we get started, how about everyone on a scale of 1 to 10 tell me how you're feeling in anticipation of this game? If you want to. I wouldn't want to force you or command you to do anything you don't want to do.
My feelings, I'm at like a 6.5.
A 6.5. Okay, we're in the positive.
Yeah.
It's better than average.
Oh, is this out of 20 or out of 10?
It's out of 10.
Okay, good.
Why would it be out of 20?
I don't know, this game is out of 20.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So what did TikTok chat's an 8? Hi ho, where are you at?
I actually don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Generally don't know. Why are you being so problematic today? It's fine.
It's because I'm black. I don't know. We're all black here.
We're all black
Like,
here.
we're all black,
Welcome to Blurred Roundtable, where we are all black.
and the rules don't matter.
And the
Actually,
rules-
they do matter this
The
time.
points
They
are
do
made
matter.
up. The roles matter, but the points are made up. I was almost gonna say whoever wins gets a postcard, but that's my other Twitch show, not this one.
No, I want a postcard.
Postcards?
I am enlisting that. We're doing that.
Okay, so fine. Whoever wins gets a postcard. You win if you do the thing. I can't tell you what the thing is.
Okay.
You can both win. Fine. Because I know that because usually I make everyone vote on a winner, but I don't want to get into that here. It's going to be...
Okay.
So I have, in my mind, just now, created an artificial goal. Mm-hmm. If you achieve that goal, you will each get a postcard.
Okay.
Is it a handmade postcard?
No, it's from my random collection of postcards I got at a museum in Kansas.
Oh, okay. I like that.
That pleases me.
Yeah.
That's vibes. All right. Should we start?
Yeah. So as we dive in, the two of you find yourself walking on a forest trail. You have recently accepted an offer from this king. He asks you to retrieve something that has been stolen by a dragon and absconded with into their lair in the mountainside.
Fun.
There's a substantial gold reward. Are you guys both doing this for the reward, or is there some other reason that you guys have taken up this task? How long have you been traveling together?
Well, according to the math of my rules, that every 15 years I have to take a 3-year break. If I'm 69 years old, nice. It's my first year. So it can't be more than a year.
Okay. You guys been traveling together for a year. Have you been adventuring that whole time, you think?
Probably not since.
Well, low-key on the run because my kingdom is a little upset with me.
Why is your kingdom upset with you?
I accidentally,
entirely on purpose, got my father smited, and they are not happy. So,
yeah,
that's unfortunate. So, wait. So that's why I'm not on the run. I'm kind of low-key vibing. I have to go on a journey for 3 years, every 15 years, to kind of get inspiration and avoid burnout. So I'm just kind of doing stuff that's good for the plot. And apparently Momo's here with me because it's good for the plot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Momo wants to be my muse because Momo's obsessed with being hot.
Actually, it's a Womo. My character's Womo.
Oh,
Womo's obsessed.
Version of my name.
Can you describe Womo for me?
She's hot and a fairy princess.
She's hot and a fairy princess. Do you want to say her class so people know?
Oh, she's a cleric.
Yeah, she's a cleric. She's a cleric, and
the only thing that matters is that she's hot.
She is a nature domain cleric, I believe.
That is correct.
This is also Momo's first time playing Dungeons and Dragons, so we're starting out at level 3. And Womo is the Unearthed Arcana UA fairy race, but human sized from an abnormally large group of fairies.
Yes. It had nothing to do with the fact that I did not realize they had to be small, and I did just want to be tall for 2 hours.
Just for 2 hours.
Yes. Just for a day.
And Taiho, can you describe Womo's traveling companion?
First of all, equals. I don't know why I'm traveling.
You guys are both companions.
I don't know why that word companion really wrote me the wrong
God.
Person. But no,
Mercury's in retrograde, and I can tell the vibes here are just vibrating. Oh my god.
So Hyacinth Lombardi is a drow born by the Glimmer Sea. They are a warlock with who's their person? The Fathomless. They are well off because they are like a hot shot in the Artisan Guild because that's what they do. They paint, and they're going out to gather inspiration, see what goes with the vibes, and Also, their skin is dark obsidian with a nice pearlescent shimmer, and we have nicely kept white silver locks.
Pretty.
We love
Amelia.
Yes.
Amelia. I forgot the name of the god I work with. What's their name?
Sylvanas?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's so you guys are just walking in the woods. You have a very convenient map to take you to this mountain. Do either of you guys have experience or background trekking through the woods?
Yes.
You do?
It was part of my princess training.
Part of your princess training. Okay, well, if you would like to go ahead and helm the navigation here, why don't you roll me a survival check?
Aha, yes.
So normally this would
I
be
know how to roll a
I was,
survival check.
Yeah, I know you know, but I'm just gonna say it to the people in the chat who don't know how to roll a survival check. So this would be you're going to roll a d20 and add your survival modifier, or you can just click on the number next to survival on your D&D Beyond character sheet. I know you know how to do that, Momo, but like I just figured the people in chat might be curious because they don't know.
Ah, there we go. So I just roll the survival thing and it says WIS next to it.
Yeah, that means it's a wisdom based skill, which you're good at.
Okay. And God fucking damn it.
What did you roll?
7.
Okay, so Womo, you're like, I've been in princess training. I did fantasy Girl Scouts. I know how maps work. I know how to walk through the woods. I can take us to this mountain. It's a giant fucking mountain. Yeah. And as you travel, first you stay on the path. You swear that it takes you onto a shortcut. A little bit off the path that you can get there. You're like, this straight line would be much easier than winding all the way up toward the mountain. So as you go off on this shortcut path, after a while you realize you do not know where you are. You've been going for a few hours. The sun is not setting. It's just past noon. You guys left pretty early in the morning. But Hassan.
Well, I am unimpressed.
Yeah, you've been like worried for a while that you might have been lost, but now you're pretty convinced that Womo has no idea where you're going.
I am upset because this is a little too true to life. This is supposed to be fantasy.
Listen, art and fiction and all that, life and fiction, life and art, imitation, all that rigmarole.
You know,
yeah.
Life and loving earth, and I don't know how the song goes. Peace
people
and love on the planet.
People
dying, people and children.
People chilling.
People done.
Flying. For trying, I don't.
People, children.
All right. So we lost in the woods.
Yeah, you lost in the woods.
Cool. So like this woods, is it like super woods or is it like, like Fonzie, calm the fuck out. Is it like
I'm just looking at Fonzie now. Her eyes are so big.
Yeah, she's a big-eyed baby. Or is it kind of like, touristy? Like, is it a national park? Or is it like,
no, this is like
the Amazon.
Woods. Like, maybe for like the first hour or so, it was pretty well traversed. And maybe if you like stayed on the path, it might have been a little bit easier. But we're like into the woods. Like, you're going straight toward the fuck all mountain where a dragon theoretically lives that's been stealing shit. So like it's not like super fantasy woods where there's like tons of weird magic shit going on, but it is like regular woods where there's tons of just normal nature shit going on.
Word.
So there is a chance we could run into wild horses that know the way.
Right?
I mean, yeah. Nope.
No.
Or can I check to see if there is moss on the tree?
Yeah. You go ahead and give me nature or survival. You can choose.
I'll do nature since it's +2.
Mm-hmm.
I think my rolls
I
are
got
just kind of
18.
18. Yes, you do notice some moss on the tree, so you can discern pretty easily which way is north. You know that the mountain that you're trying to find is predominantly northwest, and you're kind of looking at the map and where you are, and you think that maybe if you travel just slightly northeast, just for a little while, you can reconnect with the path.
Okay, yeah, and since we know where the sun is setting, we know where west is, and we now know where north is, so we're going back onto the path like a normal survival person. So banking on magic wild horses, like a princess would.
Yes.
Fair
Maybe
enough.
I'll paint that when I come back from my little break. That sounds like a very interesting thing that could happen in someone's imagination.
For sure, for sure. So you head back to the path. Hassan, would you like to helm up?
I'm trying.
Would you like to helm up the navigation this go round?
No.
Oh, are you confident?
I don't. I don't. I don't think that's a good idea, but I will try.
No, I said, well, either you guys can decide what you want to do. You guys can talk it out in character if you want.
Well, Mo, do you want a redemption?
You know what? I think I'm going to go for it. I do have a
Okay.
good feeling about it this time.
Okay.
All right.
It'll be good for the plot, so there we go.
So, you want the good news or you want the bad news?
For the fuck, give me the bad news.
Yeah, give me the bad news first.
So, the bad news is I probably most definitely got us lost again. The good news is that I rolled a 9 this time.
Okay. You rolled a 9. Are you actively trying to stay on the path this time?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
No. Okay. So as you're going a little while, Wilmo, you're convinced that if you cut across just straight west, you'll get there before nightfall. And that if you get off the path, you will get there before nightfall. You know, last time it didn't work, but this time you've got a good idea that it's gonna work.
I'm so sorry.
How poorly does it work?
So, you know, and you guys have been going for hours. This is a pretty uneventful walk, but as you've been making your way toward, theoretically, in the direction of the mountain, the canopy is pretty thick, so you can't really see, and the sun is setting and it's drawing toward evening. As the sun goes down, you find yourself lost amid a forest growing darker, the sounds growing more worrisome, the trail nowhere to be found.
Cool.
But the good news is, what's Hayo's character's name again?
Hacian.
Hyacinth can see in the dark.
I do have night vision. I am a dark elf.
Yeah, you have that out to 60 feet or 120?
120, motherfuckers.
Okay.
The bad news is Womo cannot see in the dark.
Oh my god.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Do we have like a body of water, like a brook that, you know, leads towards the mountain area? Is there a brook we could kind of hopefully find, like, if we hear the brooky sounds?
Yeah, I kind of want to shower, so.
Go ahead and make a perception check at disadvantage. Even though you
How do I
have
do
dark
that?
vision, you just roll it twice and take the lower one.
Okay. And you said which one?
Perception.
Perception.
Even though you have dark vision, it is still fairly difficult to see because dark vision is kind of like looking through things with night vision goggles. It's just all
Cool.
monochromatic.
I just want to let you know this because I'm really proud. My first one was a 22. My second one was an 18. So.
Okay, 18 still not bad. You don't immediately see any bodies of water, and if you recall from the map, the only body of water near here is actually north of the mountain, so it's a little further than you want to get. You have enough water and rations on you to like survive, but you're not gonna you may be able to find a stream or something during the day, but you're pretty confident there's nothing in this area.
So we're nowhere near the water. So we're not too far north, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. You don't think you've
Cool.
like passed the mountain? It is likely.
Okay. And then how tall are these trees?
Probably like they're pretty tall, probably like 30-ish feet. The canopy's probably about 30 feet up.
One more you want to climb? You have some
I
fairy
mean, I
shit?
can't see in the dark.
You want to... Jesus Christ. Wait a second.
Wait,
a
I'm like
second.
I'm decently strong, right? Can I like lift up Hyacinth.
You were not lifting me 30 feet.
You can kind of
You'll be
boost
fine.
to do the help action, and so the help action is when you assist someone else and they can roll at advantage, which is where they roll twice and take the higher roll.
Are you gonna try and lift me
Also,
up above
Momo,
the
you
canopy?
can fly.
Yeah, that's why
but
I asked if
can't
you just
see
want.
in the dark.
Okay, yeah.
Do you want to hold me while you fly? Is the question. Okay.
Okay, go ahead and just make an athletics check, Womo, just to make sure you can, like,
Athletics check. So I
Hold.
just roll?
yeah, just roll athletics.
Okay. The good news is this is my best roll so far. I did roll an 11 though.
Okay, it was a pretty low DC. All you've needed, like, for everything you've done this whole time is a 10. It wasn't hard because Hyacinth is actively working with you. You're not timed. You're not worrisome. It takes you a minute. With an 11, you're not just gonna, like, soar up immediately. But with being able to kind of navigate, like, use branches to sort of pseudo climb yourself up while you're flying. Oh, do you pop out your wings? What do your wings look like?
Oh, they're gold and shimmery like my picture.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so as you fly up on the canopy, you do notice that you can see a little bit. It's about a half moon. And while it is still pretty dark for you, Hyacinth, more acclimated to low light, you can see the silhouette of a mountain just slightly more north than west of where you are right now.
Cool. Can we fly that way? Can we just, like, do we have enough to just fly to the base of that mountain?
Yeah, what's your fly speed, Womo?
Fast.
Okay, no.
It was worth a shot, honestly.
It was worth a shot. I think it's under features and traits.
Okay, let's try feature.
Equal to your walking speed and can hover. So you have 30 feet. So carrying Hyacinth, your speed will be halved. So that means you can go 15 feet every 6 seconds. So, like, a walking speed is probably, like, it'd probably take you 40 minutes to go a mile, and you're maybe, like, a couple miles away, but you're going as a crow flies, so it would probably take you about an hour to get there. Every now and then you're going to have to, like, take a rest to, like, stretch out your arms and stuff.
That's not bad. I would say that's like kind of best case scenario.
Yeah, I just don't want you to navigate anymore. So
I think that's a good idea. I think that was a good call.
Yeah, and also, as you guys are moving, are you just, like, flying open in the air? Are you trying to hug close to the trees, trying to be sneaky, or just going as quick as you can?
I think that since we're under the cover of night, we can just kind of fly out in the open.
Okay.
I don't really like that smile you're giving. It's making me very nervous. I feel like that was a bad choice.
Well, I just want to state, I love how gung-ho you are. And to the fact that, like, you're so quick on the draw that I don't say what I think we should do. So that we're going to try and sneak up on a dragon.
Well, they're inside. They're not outside.
Inside what?
Inside the mountain. We're going into a dungeon. They're in the dungeon, so they're not outside. So I don't feel like we need to be stealthy outside approaching the dungeon.
Yeah, as you guys... I assume, are you having this conversation in character as Womo's just, like, flying and Hyacinth is like,
Sure.
Sure. As you guys are, like, whisper bickering to each other, you notice a shadow that briefly blocks out the moon. It is
a Pegasus.
It's not a Pegasus. Well, you know what? Every time you make a thing, I roll a dice. Every time you make some suggestion, if it lands on a nat 20, I'll give it to you. It is not a Pegasus.
God fucking damn it.
No, it seems to be like a large bird-like creature of some sort. You hear like a caw in the night.
All right. This could be worse.
It doesn't seem to notice you. because I rolled really low on perception. I rolled a natural 1, despite the fact that you guys are just flying with reckless abandon into the night.
I told you it was a good idea. Told you it was a good idea.
Okay, as you guys approach slowly, semi-stealthily, I guess, the base of the mountain, it is getting late. You're probably getting tired as you've been traveling all day. Would you like to take a long rest or push forward and risk becoming exhausted?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Listen.
I'm just saying, Hyacinth, that I have been flying for like an hour or so.
I would like to do a disguise self spell to turn into a tree while I sleep.
So, I think disguise self, you can only look like other humanoids. So you can't, like, just use it as, like, to turn into any, like, objects. If you look at the spell description and it says something else, just let me know, but I'm pretty sure from what I remember. You guys can take some time to attempt to camouflage your sleeping area.
I've only made one good call and like a handful of really bad calls, so I'm not going to be chiming in until
Nice.
goes
No,
to
you
sleep.
should
You've done
continue
great.
to chime in. I encourage you to chime
Please
in.
continue
'cause
chiming.
We haven't died.
It's good
at
for the
any
plot.
point. Yeah.
I'm gonna disguise my sleeping area, or I'm gonna start disguising our sleeping area.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna light a fire or no?
I'm good. I feel
I'm
like
good.
living in the undertow, you know, in the deep caves with the Glimmer Sea, I can handle most night thing. Most.
I'm also assuming it is summer, so I
Yeah.
don't really think we should light a fire.
Yeah, that's
In
a good
summer.
point. Yeah, that's a good point. It is summer. Yeah.
Yeah, especially one is not 0 on perception, so no fire, please. I would
Yeah.
like to help disguise and camouflage our campsite.
Okay, so either you can both make separate stealth checks, or one of you can make a stealth check with advantage.
Hi-ho, it's all you.
Well, let me check my odds. I'll do a stealth. No, I think we should both do a stealth.
You can both make stealth checks.
No, wait. I rolled 1.
Stealth.
I'll roll again.
Okay.
I feel like I'll commit to what I've done. Mine's an 11, so.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
really
okay. A 17.
Okay, so Hyacinth, you're kind of doing it, but like again, you live like in the Underdark, so you're not. I mean, you're like you've seen trees, like you paint them, but you're not like familiar with necessarily like how to get these leaves to camouflage properly, I guess. And you know the
Are you telling
foliage
me I'm a
here.
shitty painter?
No, the foliage is just different, like when you're trying to manipulate the physical pieces rather than when you're trying to represent it on a two-dimensional surface. And also you're not like super familiar with the flora of this area. So, Womo, having studied plants at Princess School, you are able to like touch it up. And once you kind of see what Womo's doing, you're pretty quickly able to pick it up. And you guys you're pretty confident that your campsite is mostly camouflaged. Do either of you want to take watch at any point? So the way long rests work is you need to take 8 hours. You have to spend at least 6 hours of those sleeping and 2 hours doing some other activity. Hyacinth, you are an elf, so you only need to take 4 hours to meditate and 4 hours of doing a downtime activity.
Okay.
So if you guys want to keep watch, you could keep watch for 6 of those 8 hours.
I'll keep watch, yeah. I'll do
Yeah.
keep watch.
Okay. And then Wilma, are you also going to take a shift of watch or just sleep the whole time?
I'm gonna sleep the whole time.
Amazing.
My intention was to wake up for watch, but I did sleep the whole time.
Phenomenal. Hyacinth, when are you taking your watch? You have like basically 2 hour point. You can split it up however you want over the 8 hour period.
I'll do the. I'll do the first half watching and the last half sleeping, hoping that if push comes to shove, Wilma will wake up.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check at disadvantage while you're keeping watch.
Okay.
Both of us, or just
Just
Hyacinth?
Hyacinth, because you are sleeping.
Okay. Aw, that's so sad because I just got my first nat 20. And then the next one was a 3. So it's a 6.
Yeah, you don't see anything. You guys are fine. Nothing seems to bother you in the night. You go back to sleep, confident that Womo will wake up when she needs to. And then roughly a few hours later, you both come to. It's the morning. Nothing bad seems to have happened.
Thank you, Jesus.
You guys are at the base of a mountain. Now what?
Awesome. Can I read the instructions given to us by the king?
Yeah. It's just the instructions just tell you. They allude to a door at the base of the mountain. You don't know exactly where it is.
Mm-hmm.
But you're at the base of a mountain, so it's got to be around here somewhere, right?
Cool. I would like to put my signature in the tree before we depart, so we at least know if we somehow get lost and circle back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Easy enough.
Okay. And I would like to continue doing that like every 50 feet or so, just so we don't get too far off the beaten path.
Yeah. As you're doing that, if you're keeping an eye out for this door, both of you can make a perception check if you're both looking.
Okay. Okay,
I got
18.
Oh, wow, double 18s. Okay, so as you're doing this, are you going north or south first? You're kind of on the eastern side of this mountain. I guess kind of southeastern.
Oh my god, I just literally could not remember how maps work. So we're going.
Are you going, do you want to, like, you're like here, do you want to go clockwise or counterclockwise as you're going around the base of this mountain?
I'd like to go counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise? Okay. Yeah, so every 50 feet or so, every 60 feet. We'll just do 60 because that's an easier multiple in D&D. You make a mark, and it's easy enough. With an 18, you guys do notice, after probably an hour and a half of walking, it's taking you, like, you're going a little bit slower so you can get a really good idea. You do see a part of the rock that seems to jet out a little bit unnaturally. Do you approach?
Is there anything that we have that can just kind of like check the vibes of that jet out rock?
Yeah.
Or to make sure there's any traps.
Yeah, that would be an investigation check.
All right, I would like to investigate.
Sure thing.
I got an 18 on investigation.
There don't seem to be any traps as you approach the area. Nothing that you notice. You do see carved in the top of the door is the word friend written in Elvish, which you know. I don't know. Womo, do you know Elvish?
No.
Okay, well, cool. Then I would like to take this time to draw a cute, semi-abstract painting of a flower that represents friendship, just to have that on my person.
Okay.
I'm very, with using the local flora and fauna, just very inspired and just...
Oh, yeah. Give me a performance check to see how well you paint.
What the fuck is performance? Right under perception. 16.
It's a solid flower. It's a very nice looking flower. It evokes feelings of friendship. The way you've blended the colors is very soft, but the palette you use has enough contrast. It really highlights how the dynamics of familial and friend relationships work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that on
Nice.
me. We all know that's now on me.
We all know that's on you. But yeah, the door is still just there.
Okay. Womo, would you like to enter?
I almost said let's just knock,
Okay,
but I
let's
feel like
knock.
that's not a good idea.
Well, you said knock as your instinct, so let's.
I said I would like to say. I didn't say that's what we did. I think we will push on the door where a handle would be.
It is locked.
Oh, okay. Any other ideas?
We could knock, or we can try and break in.
I would suggest knocking
Yeah.
before just breaking down the door.
Do you knock? And I'd like to clarify, this is like a huge, it's like door shape, but this is a huge piece of stone. Like a huge stone door.
I think that Hyacinth should knock and then display said picture of flower.
Okay. I'll knock and then display my picture of the flower if someone answers.
No one seems to answer.
Okay.
So should we just move on or like still stay at this door? I think. Well,
Are there
I don't know.
flowers nearby?
Yeah.
I would like to gather and leave a bouquet of flowers, and then go find some like local food to hunt and eat real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Give it like
Mhm.
a little summer time.
Yeah, go give me a survival check to see how good your hunting and foraging goes.
I'm a survivor. I can read words, and I found it. 16.
Yeah, you're able to, kill some small game, find some cool looking berries. You even find another pretty flower.
Nice.
Growing, you find like a little Babbling Creek, not big enough probably to be included on the map that you saw. And these flowers grow right in the seed bed. It's like a beautiful cerulean with like these yellow speckles on the inside and like tapering outward.
Can I have 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to.
Awesome. One will be preserved. The other one I will put in my sack so I can make pigments of it later for art.
Yeah.
As part of my whole shtick.
Whole shtick.
My whole shtick.
And I would like to suggest that Hyacinth sings some kind of friendship ballad in Elvish.
Okay.
We're trying to get the person to open the door.
Okay. What do I roll performance?
Yeah,
again?
that would be performance. What kind of friendship ballad? What does a friendship ballad sound like? You don't have to sing for me, but I do want you to like describe kind of the vibes of the song.
Okay, so I rolled a 15.
Yeah, 15.
And so it goes, grown from love in the forest of friendship comes forth the strongest bond seen. The pollen spreads throughout the land as it grows further and further out. No matter the distance, they all come back to the same root of true love and trust that builds the plants and forest of friendship.
That was beautiful. I'm going to give you a DM inspiration for that, which means at some point when you roll a d20, you can re-roll it just once.
Okay.
But as you sing the song in Elvish, yes?
Yes.
So the word friend in Elvish was written across it. As you begin to sing this song, once you say the word friend in the beginning of friendship, the door magically you see a glyph appear and this like almost kind of like pixie dust liquid that forms and carves into the stone. It glows brightly, and then the door breaks in half and opens up. And you see a long corridor in front of you.
See? That was I just said maybe you should sing it a song and it worked.
That's fair. I would like to pick up the bouquet and we can walk in.
You walk in.
What about all the food?
Did we not eat already?
Yeah, you guys
I thought
took
we
like
had
an
lunch.
hour.
Oh, we ate it?
Food, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk in this corridor and you find yourself in a large rectangular room. You see on the wall in front of you 13 rectangular, what are the words? Like kind of like shapes embossed into the wall. 13 in one row and 13 in another row. They're sort of rainbow colored, so it's like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet as you go through. Above, you see these 5 glyphs that look similar to the one in the stone door, but they are not glowing.
What did the glyphs say? Oh, wait, the glyphs don't have words.
Yeah, they're just like magic symbols.
Is it in a language that any of us know?
They're not like really languages, they're just kind of like arcane symbols. So you could like make an arcana check, I guess.
Okay, I don't know how to do that.
It's Arcana. It's like the,
Oh, there we go.
yeah.
12.
Yeah, it looks like magic.
Is that like, do I know magic?
With the 12, you like understand that like you probably need these glyphs to light up, but like
Um, can I use my painter's tools to kind of re put them on my paper so we can solve the puzzle on the floor?
yeah, I guess. Like what do you mean
Yeah.
we put them on your paper? Like
So
you copy
I
it
will-
down?
Yeah, I'm copying it down.
Sure.
And then so we can try and figure out this puzzle just in case. So we can just roll a puzzle check on the paper before we do it on the big one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So what do I have to roll to like do the puzzle paper?
I will say like it's easy enough for you to copy it pretty accurately
Okay.
in this case. If you're trying to figure it out, roll investigation check and I will give you a real world hint.
20.
20, okay. Non-natural, like that's just a total of 20, right?
Yeah, total. 20.
Okay, so as you copy this down, you're looking at it, you notice 13 and 13 is 26.
Okay.
26 letters in the common alphabet.
Okay.
And you also notice there's like rainbows, which are pretty cool.
Okay.
And you get that each of these glyphs, there's probably a code that's 5 letters.
So pride. Wait, is that how you spell pride? Pride.
Do you touch the corresponding?
Yes.
As you type in the word pride, the glyphs begin to glow. A beautiful
Yeah.
rainbow,
Nice.
and a door opens further, leading to another long corridor. And this time, a circular room with a simple wooden door on the end. There are skeletons just kind of laid down on the corners.
Can I look at the skeletons?
Yeah, they look like skeletons. They do have like oddly enough, like you see kind of like swords and like little bits of armor that are just kind of like, I don't know, like maybe someone killed like a warrior and they're just kind of dead here.
Oh.
Word. Can I paint on the armor?
Yeah. What are you painting?
Cool. I would like to paint more of the pretty flowers I found on the brook with my little signature on them underneath it. So they're all themed. They're themed to look like we're walking along the brook. It's like a nice additional decoration to the hallway.
Yeah. As you're painting on these skeletons, yeah, you're able. Oh, give me a performance check.
Mm-hmm. I got a 17. Also, apparently, KJ Original can't hear us.
Okay, I will get
I'm
closer
so
to
sorry.
my mic. Yeah, that's my bad.
I don't know what to do for me, but I put my thing closer to me.
I think that sounds better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I got a 17 on my performance check.
Okay. Yeah, so, oh yeah, the flowers look beautiful, and as you're kind of going around painting these, you do notice midway up the wall on the right side of the room, there seems to be a button.
Oh, is there any words around the button?
No.
Wamo, do you want to press the button?
Okay.
Romo, you press the button?
Oh, what do I like click to press the button?
No, you can just press the button. It's just a button.
Okay, I pressed the button.
You press the button. The walls begin closing in, and you see a timer appear above the exit door that has 1 minute on it. I am going to actually set a timer. Hold on.
I would just like to say that DM did promise not to kill us.
Yeah, well, you got 54 seconds.
Okay. So I'm running towards the exit, yes?
Yeah.
I am flying towards the exit, carrying Hassian.
You'll move at half speed if you're carrying.
I
Just
am
kidding.
not being
I will just
carried.
fly
I am
and
running.
leave you behind.
The exit is locked.
Okay, can I knock on it? If I knock on it, is there anything happening?
Nothing happens.
let's see. Oh, let's see.
You got
Uh,
21
Can I
seconds.
use shatter? Can I cast shatter on the door?
Yeah. What is?
Okay, I can't.
Here, hold on.
What
I'm
do I
gonna
click?
stop the clock while you're casting Shatter. What does the spell say?
It says Constitution 14, 3d8.
If you like click on the name of the spell, it should give you like the full text.
Oh, I hit cast. Oh, my bad.
That's fine.
A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot sphere must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 8d8 on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. A creature made of inorganic material, such as stone, crystal, and metal, has disadvantage on this throw.
Yeah. So I assume you're going to pick a point within range that won't include you and Womo.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 3d8.
Okay. I got a 10.
Total?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you do that, you notice some of the door begins to like splinter and shatter, but it is still not entirely broken.
Cool.
is there
also-
something I can do? I don't know what
Screaming
any
for
of
help,
my things
begging
do.
for help. Shatter again.
Yeah, go ahead and roll 3d8.
I got a 14.
Okay, yeah, you cast Shatter again, and this door seems to kind of crumble and disintegrate as you, I assume, run through?
Yeah.
Yeah, but as you run through, and you see this this doorway, or not the doorway, the walls that were closing in from the sides to each other, they stop at about 1 foot width. And
Word.
yeah.
Can I see what
Yeah.
the vibe? What's in the room?
In the next room, you just see it's very dark. And as
Too
you,
dark for me, or
not
just...
for you. We're just doing some flavor. We're doing some flavor. I mean,
Okay.
this entire place has been like relatively low lit. There's just sort of been an ambient light from the ground, but here it is incredibly dark, and you see a very deep pit in front of you that you cannot see the bottom of. And there's about maybe 60 or 90 feet to get across to the other side of this cavern.
Oh, so it's just a cavern. We have to like either get across somehow or not. Okay. I'm gonna put on dancing lights just in case there is anything that we might be helpful to see, since it's a cantrip.
Yeah. As you cast dancing lights and we can't help the feedback. Sorry. As you put on dancing lights and you send these lights outward, you do notice these odd sort of circular shapes in the walls of the cavern.
I'd like to
Question. Is there any possible way those are eyes?
Make a perception check.
Perception. I got a 15.
They don't look like eyes.
Okay. That's all I got. I don't know what else.
Can I investigate them? Can I look at them?
You can't really get up close to investigate them. So like this cavern is probably like 100 feet wide and like 90 feet long. And these are in the sides of the walls over the empty part of the cavern. So like you would have to be able to climb to scale up there or fly.
Okay.
So I fly
Okay.
up to it, and I investigate.
As you fly up to investigate, hold on. Where's my things? Does I assume not. I assume a 6 does not hit you with your armor. What's your armor class?
Heavy armor.
There should be a number. It's like a little shield.
Just kidding.
It says armor class. It's probably like, I don't know, 16 or something. It's just on the front
Armor.
page of
It's
your
right
character sheet. It's right under your speed.
walking speed.
Right under. Sorry, like I have it in a smaller window, so
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of things are hidden.
Gotcha.
17.
Okay, so an arrow darts out right past you as you're flying out forward.
Oh, cool.
And?
It misses you.
Okay.
Do you continue moving?
I feel like that's a sign I should stop, but
I mean, you're already up there.
I'm like, yeah, but I think I'm gonna continue.
You're gonna keep going forward or going towards
Yeah.
the circle?
Now I'm just like at higher alert for more arrows.
Okay, so where are you going specifically?
I thought I was supposed to investigate the circles.
Yeah, so as you fly up toward a little bit closer to another circle,
Mm-hmm.
I guess a 13 doesn't hit you. Yeah, another arrow shoots right past, and you realize the arrows are coming out of these circles in the wall.
Okay.
Interesting.
A 19 does hit you. So you take 7 points of piercing damage. So your health is reduced by 7. It's in the top right of your character sheet where it says hit points current max. You can just type in 7 and then hit damage.
7
Mm-hmm.
So Momo, I
damage.
would try to come back.
So I will go back down to Earth.
Cool.
Yeah. As you go back down, another arrow whizzes right past you, but you're able to fly past it.
Jesus.
It's a 7
Lord.
to hit, which doesn't hit you.
Cool.
All right. So we know that arrows are coming out of it.
And so those arrows are going to come at us as we try to cross the cavern.
I feel like I don't know what any of my stuff does. I feel like I must have something in terms of protection.
You got armor on.
I mean, like other than that.
Oh, that's fair. Let's see.
Let's see. You have you could do
Okay,
enhance.
I know you're. Sorry, no, continue.
I was just looking at the spells you have prepared. You could do enhance ability, which like give yourself Cat's Grace to be able to move quickly and get advantage on dexterity checks. You could.
Are we just trying to reach the other side of the cavern?
I mean, if that's what you want to do, you tell me.
Okay, so there's a cavern across, and then to the sides of us, what's on the sides of us?
So it's like cavern, or it's like ground probably about 15 feet out on this side, ground about 15 feet out on that side, all the way to the walls.
Mm-hmm.
These two walls have a bunch of these circular, I'm going to call them turrets for lack of a better word, but they're just kind of these magical circles in the wall that shoot out arrows.
Evil titties.
Evil titties.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
A question.
yes.
I do have a question. So there's like a cavern, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go below the shooting area for the things? Like
can
instead
try.
of going up, I can go like that?
Also, yes, but can I please also have the room description again?
Yeah. So
you're at the
the titties in the wall that are shooting arrows at you. You look down the cavern. You don't see the bottom. It is just dark.
Okay.
It goes probably up for like 100 feet above where you are.
Okay. Is there possible that there's a magic phrase to create a bridge of some sort?
It could be. I mean, there's been words to do things so far.
If I yell "move," I'm gay. Does that do anything?
Roll. Oh, I want it to. Go ahead and roll me just roll me a d20. Hi-ho, add your persuasion modifier. Not Hasiance, but like you as a person. Do you think you're proficient in persuasion?
I think so.
Okay, I'll give you probably. We'll do a +3. Plus, what do you think your wisdom is in real life?
I would say my wisdom is probably a 17
A 17. Okay, so
out
that's
of 20.
yeah. So that's a +6.
Okay.
That seems right. That feels right.
Okay. So,
So
I just hit the thing and
yeah,
then
just roll a
hit
d20 and then add 6. I think like if you click on the dice in the bottom left, you can just click to.
I got a nat 20, motherfucker!
You got a nat 20. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. So as you're approaching this, you guys have been going through this dungeon. You're trying to figure out how to get to the dragon. And you know words have been working this whole time. As you walk up to the edge, right before you trigger the boob turrets. The titty turrets.
The booby traps.
The
titty
booby traps.
The booby traps.
You yell, "Move, I'm gay!" And you see right in front of you, you actually don't see anything solid materialize. You notice a sort of force field about, not, the field isn't 5 feet wide, but like, there's like a ton, it essentially creates a wall with a 5-foot space on either side of you from the turrets.
Mhm.
You don't see a bridge, but you do see this kind of energy wall that has appeared seemingly to block the turrets from hitting you.
Awesome. So we can cross as long as Momo carries us, correct?
That would be one way of going across, yeah, for sure.
Can I throw a playing card down to see if it falls to the bottom?
Yeah, do you throw a specific card or you just draw a random one?
A random one and throw it. Like the Joker card. The Joker card.
Yeah,
that I
yeah, specifically the Joker. You toss it, and as it falls, you notice at about ground level, instead of falling through, it seems to land on an invisible surface.
Okay. So it seems like the bridge is stable. So I'm going to step out onto it because just in case it is not stable, I won't fall through. I have wings.
Yeah.
So I walk out.
It seems pretty stable. You're just walking
Cool.
on the bridge.
I'll
It's
walk
actually
behind
like
Momo.
yeah, you're actually able to walk quicker on this bridge by virtue of being gay.
Okay, so
we
just walk across.
Yeah, you walk across the bridge, you get to the other side. As soon as you cross to the other side, the force field kind of dissipates. It crackles a little bit with electricity, and then it turns off. And you guys see just this like very ornate like stone door with like these cast iron moldings into like flowers and iron bars. It just looks like there almost like there is a cast iron like guardrail in front of the door that there's these flowers that have been beautifully carved into.
Do they match the flower I have from the brook?
Not exactly, but they do like coordinate with it, so it does seem like flowers that might be indigenous to this area.
Oh, that's cool.
But like made out of cast iron.
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
so
interesting.
Yeah.
I just want to take a second to appreciate them and like sketch them into my little book. I think it's very pretty.
Yeah, for sure. Performance check. See how good you sketch.
A 19.
19. Beautiful.
I think
Perfect,
my
as
rolling
always.
dice thingy is broken.
Maybe just try rolling in Google then. Just type roll 1D whatever and like 1D20 in Google for next time.
I'm just over here enjoying myself. I was just like,
Never mind. I just think it's me. I think it's just me.
That feels on brand for the dice to be mad at you.
yeah,
I think it's just me.
that's what happened.
Yeah, do you open this door?
Ooh. Before that, we're at a cast iron gate. I've sketched it.
You sketched it,
Oh,
yeah.
can you
Probably
get
took
closer
about-
to your mic? You're really
Oh yeah, sorry.
soft.
Sorry.
Can I
Let me turn up my gain. That's probably why. You probably took like 15.
Oh, hi ho. You're really soft. I can barely hear you.
Who, me?
Yes.
Well, unfortunate.
There we go.
Yeah, you probably take 15 or 20 minutes to like get a nice sketch of this door.
Awesome. I would like to take, because I did take my flowers into it, that bouquet I made, I would like to leave one flower before we enter and say thank you to the gate.
Huh. kind. Yeah, the gate opens with no problem. As you enter this room, hold on, where's the thing? The area around you immediately grows cold.
Cool.
You notice it's because you guys have been underground for most of this, like kind of slowly descending, which, you know, underground in caves like probably 60 or 70 degrees. This is like freezing. You see ice everywhere, and further down you see a very large silver dragon.
Oh, it's very
I would
pretty.
like to make an ice sculpture, please.
Okay, what are you using to make this ice sculpture?
I feel like since a lot of my cantrips are frozen or chill touch and frostbite, I think I have a natural ability with that.
Yeah. Well, chill touch isn't a cold thing, which is always gets people. That's like a necromantic thing. But like to like make, are you just like taking a pillar of ice and like using your tools and your cantrips to sort of shape it?
Yeah.
Are you trying to be quiet about it?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay, how long do you want to invest in this ice sculpture?
I feel like I'm pretty good at making, because if it's, I'm not, so there's different types of ice sculpture.
Yeah,
right?
like what are you
There's, the
sculpting?
3D.
Right.
It's more kind of like a cave hieroglyph style, so it's closer to my painterly ways, like a lithograph.
Okay. Yes.
So
Love
it shouldn't take more than like 20 to 30 minutes,
yeah,
I
that's the thing,
think.
like a half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and you're just doing this kind of in like one of the walls or like on the ground or just in like one of the random ice pillars that's sort of littering this area.
In a nice ice pillar, I don't want to damage the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're working
Like-
on that. Go ahead and
Oh wait, why are we here in the cavern again? Are we supposed to like talk to the dragon?
the king sent you to retrieve something the dragon stole.
So I'm just investigating near the dragon while this is going on.
For sure. You roll an investigation check and you roll a performance check. You have about a half hour of them.
I'm gonna
I
kill
would
myself.
like to use- I would
can't-
like to use my re-roll that you gave me, please.
Yeah. Momo, do you want to reroll? You're struggling.
Yes.
I'll
Yes.
give you
Can you
one.
see what I just rolled?
Hold on, I haven't looked at it.
I did a 12 on my second one.
Okay, yeah, 12. And, you know, you're a pretty good painter, so 12 is like...
I can't.
Oh my gosh, why can't I scroll down? Oh my god, it's a 1. No, okay, you got a natural 1. So that is a specific thing. There are rules for these things. So hold on, I will come back to you.
Okay.
With your 12, again, you're a very accomplished artist. So even like a 12, it is very solid. You don't work with ice normally. You maybe once or twice, you know, you took like a semester in college where you did like some 3D art or something. But it looks very nice. What specifically are you depicting in the ice?
I'm depicting us and the dragon, like in friendship with the flower. So I took the flower motif, and then I put us like as the petals fall around it, there's also us underneath it. So it's like a hi when the dragon wakes up, like a hi here, like we're all copacetic.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
pretty
like
sure
a-
I probably just like ended up killing one of its children, so I don't think that's gonna work.
What did you do?
Got a natural 1.
I also got a natural 1, which is what I used my reroll for. I was like, no, that's
I
not-
don't
not
have a
in the paper.
reroll.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Okay, so here's what you do. While you are looking around, you do notice there are many things frozen in ice. You are specifically looking for some kind of a scepter that belonged to that kingdom. It's not your kingdom, it's another kingdom. You know it's like an important heirloom. You don't know if it does anything cool or if it's magical. You just know that they like really want it back.
Yeah.
You don't see it anywhere though with a natural 1. And toward the end of Hyacinth's work, while they're putting the finishing touches on their hieroglyph sort of esque cave carving painting, you're looking around and you're backing up, trying to like get an idea if you could get a better view, and you back up right into the dragon's eye, sleeping eye, as its head is sort of laying down on the ground,
Ooh.
and it awakens.
And it's friendly. It's friendly.
It's
It is not at all upset.
a
It is
little.
just like, oh, hey.
It seems like a little angry. Like you got into its beauty sleep time.
I don't think that's what it was like. I think it was actually really happy to see us.
I would like to be. No, tell us what happened.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, I checked that, and I checked your luck roll on that, and it's a natural 1.
So that's Cuomo's life. I would like to be like, hi. I'd be like, hi. I brought you these flowers. So sorry for bothering you. I would like to show them the sculpture that I did as like a little hello gift. So I would like to give them these gifts.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh, for the love of lords!
I don't think D&D likes
I got a
me very
22.
much.
Okay. Wilma, what are you doing?
Apologizing profusely.
Okay, go ahead and also give me a persuasion check.
Please, please. I'm trying to find persuasion actually. Please. Please.
Mama, what'd you do?
Oh.
5.
So yeah, you are just backing up, apologizing profusely. What are you saying? Specifically?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Are you saying it in Draconic? Do you know Draconic?
I'm saying it in Draconic, yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're just backing up. Luckily, the dragon doesn't seem to be paying as close attention to you as it makes its way over toward Hyacinth to sort of inspect the offerings given to it. It kind of rolls its eyes at you, Womo. It's not gonna kill you yet.
Yet?
But it is curious, and as it approaches Hyacinth, you hear a voice in your head say, "Why have you come?"
So, and I would like to. I'm speaking to the dragon now, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, "Hi. Unfortunately, I don't know your name. All I know is that you're a silver dragon, and I. So, what are your name and pronouns first off before we get into it?
Question: does Hi-Ho know Draconic? Or Hyacinth know Draconic?
Is there a book around? Actually, no. I have comprehend languages. So.
Do you cast it?
Oh, I ran out of cast slots. So tragic.
So do you just say it in common?
Oh, wait. You said I had magic paint, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to write it out with my magic paint. I assume the magic will translate itself.
No. Look at the like if you click on the magic paint, it'll tell you what it does.
Oh, it's like in my thing.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it an ink pen? No. Or just
marvelous pigments.
I like how you think I can read. Is it not in equipment?
It should be in equipment.
Oh, did I just never refresh?
Oh, probably not.
Hold, please.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
Does like the translation thing, does it only work for like one way or both ways? Like, does it only translate what
so nice.
Hyacinth is saying? Or does it also translate what the dragon is saying?
What do you mean translation?
Like, I thought, like, there's like a speech that they can do?
I have.
Like
it was speaking telepathically. It was speaking in you could understand it when it spoke to you.
Okay,
I could. I know I could, but
No. You could also. I mean, Hyacinth could also understand it.
oh, okay.
Just going back, I know something was in Elvish earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Does that help? I also know Primordial. So do either of those help me?
It's speaking. You can understand what it says when it speaks in your head.
What does it?
But can it understand them?
Yeah.
Try talking.
Hi. I would like to ask them their name and pronouns and tell them hello.
Yeah, they eye you down and say, "My name is Eliara. I use she, her pronouns generally.
Awesome.
Why are you here?"
So, Eliara, right? I just want to say, first of all, hello. I brought you these flowers. We're here because the king sent us, because the king said you stole something, but I also kind of want the whole story. So, did you actually steal, or was the king a dick?
Yes.
To both? Both that can be correct.
Yes.
Word. Okay. Can you tell me why the king was a dick?
I just don't care for him.
That's fair. He does seem a little bit of a prick. Do you want to like work through your issues with the king at all? Would that be something that like helps you?
I'm content to just steal his stuff.
Okay,
Unless you wanted to kill him for me.
Unfortunately.
Also, Momo, you can hear this whole conversation as well.
I know. I'm just saying nothing.
Just making sure.
Let's pause on the killing part for now.
Okay.
Because I kind of need a little bit more of a reason than he's just a dick to do murdering, because I'm not that old yet, so I have to kind of be a little bit more precious with my youth. You know what I'm saying? You know, the first couple 100 years is like the easiest. You know what I'm saying?
I remember those days.
Right? So like, yeah, because I'm just saying, if you wanted to do some like therapeutic role play, I could disguise myself as the king.
I would
so you could
probably just eat you.
Word. So I'll keep that on there. So what other stuff were you trying to steal?
Oh, I'm really just trying to piss him off, to be honest. I'm trying not to eat people as much recently. It seems kind of rude. And the last thing I want is a lot of villagers coming down here to try and kill me. It's better when they just send one or two. I mean, sometimes even four, usually. They're not very good at solving the puzzles.
That's fair.
Yeah, so...
I do have a plan if you want to. So, I'm thinking, first of all, love the cave. The motifs, amazing. I've painted, as you can see, it's been very inspirational for me. I did do a little art decoration on the wall. I didn't know if you see it.
Yes, that's lovely, actually.
I'm thinking we can do a little, we can try and do a little, like, a little prank on the king, you know, a little
Is it a
piss off
little sort of murder prank?
No, you said you don't want villagers coming. Killing a king gets a lot of villagers.
Oh,
It gets most of the villagers.
Right.
Gets like a whole kingdom.
Although,
that's a little much.
If you all killed the king, they wouldn't come for me. They would come for you.
The thing is, they will torture us.
Anything from my collection.
I just want to go through what I was thinking first.
Sure.
You see the scepter that you stole earlier?
Mm-hmm.
What if, spitball in here, we put a little magical item of some sort in it, right? When we return it, it then like breaks the kingdom down.
A cone of
like
gold.
Kind of, yes. So then it turns into like a whole frozen tundra, and anything that the king owns gets so frigid that it just shatters. So first of all, get a frozen kingdom, all his shit breaks.
Right, and then he dies in the cold.
He can die in the cold. That's more of a natural causes thing. He might lose a testicle. He'll probably lose a testicle.
I do think that would be enjoyable for me. Here is my issue, is that my qualms are not with the common people of the kingdom. It is with the king and his cohorts who seem intent on upsetting the balance of nature.
So if it's his scepter, then we can just wait until he's in a meeting. So we can get like a little protection against cold. We can say that we found plans for like a big thing, right? Because you do have a history of eating people, I assume.
Not recently, not here. It's mostly in my youth, you know, experimenting.
True. But he's a man, so we can probably trick him pretty easily into thinking that you have. And so we can go, you said his cohorts, obviously so we'll say that there's this big group.
The cohorts are the kings of the other kingdoms. Each kingdom seems intent on destroying it.
Yeah.
So I figured we would just kill the people in charge, let all the
Yeah.
other humans who
Right.
have a vested interest rule.
Right. So we're gonna pretend.
If I may.
Let me finish my little description.
Okay.
So we'll get all the kingdoms there because they're, gonna have a pissing contest over something. And then when they're all together, we can activate the Scepter of Cold and kill them all. One fell swoop.
I do enjoy that, yes.
Yeah.
That is agreeable to me. Small winged one.
Oh, yes. I was just thinking it could be a delayed kind of curse. So I assume that this scepter is not only precious to the king, but to all of the other surrounding kingdoms as well. Is that correct and correct?
Oh, I think so. They really like shiny things.
Yeah.
So I was thinking if we put a delayed curse on it and the curse couldn't be traced directly to said scepter, that the king, once in possession of the scepter, might die naturally of maybe frostbite later. And then when another kingdom comes to claim the scepter, since it's quite valuable, that king will die of frostbite after touching it, not immediately after, like maybe a delayed reaction, possibly a day, a few days after, depending on how long they had in contact with the scepter, and it just gets passed around the whole kingdom, taking them all out.
That's a great idea. Do you know how to enchant scepters?
DM, do I know how to enchant scepters?
No.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, Hi-Ho does. Hi-Ho does. Right.
No, I don't. What I was thinking is, do you want to rule the land? Do you want to take power and
No, I really like just hanging out with the people, and the king is just really
I have
cramping
an
my
idea.
style here. Yes.
I have an idea. So instead of the delayed curse,
Mm-hmm.
why don't we get the scepter, right? And just be like, we convince all the kingdoms to have a big ball to celebrate
Mm-hmm.
where they have a little meeting beforehand. And then we kill all them and then we just have a party. A little pride party.
I do like that idea. That sounds fun. As long as they all die, I really don't care about the delivery mechanism.
Yeah, and then you can come to the party with the people because it'll be like a kingdom, like a
Will there be
multi-kingdom wide
humans
ball.
there?
There will be humans there.
I love humans. They're so
Yeah.
cute. They die so easily. It's adorable how much they fear it.
That's fair. That's fair. You think something that comes so easy to them would just feel like natural, like
feel
they'd be like,
natural.
oh yeah, I'm gonna die now. But yeah, so here's the plan. We take the scepter. We say that it's now we'll lie and say it's now enchanted and that it wants to do the true king and crown the true king, and that's why you stole it. So they wouldn't find the true king. So all the kingdoms will come to celebrate the true king, and they'll have a big ball, and we'll pretend they'll come on this old fable that I've seen painted in caves of this lion being held up as the true king, that I've seen painted in caves before. We'll have that, but when they all come, of course, we'll have a little amulet of protection, and the scepter will explode and kill them all.
Sure.
And then you can just spend the night partying. Momo is a princess, so she can come out and then claim true king if that works for her.
What are your policy ideals, Womo? It's very important to me.
Oh, my policy ideals is communism. I don't think I will be really ruling this kingdom. I really think the commoner should just kind of handle things. I'm just gonna be here for aesthetic purposes alone.
But
a figurehead.
Before that, she will establish universal basic income.
Oh, of course.
Health care. And also make sure there's restorative justice for all the oppressed classes.
Yeah, I'm literally just there for aesthetic purposes. I have no actual power.
Well, I would be happy to give some of my wealth to help such noble causes.
Thank you.
We would.
Assuming we
would
can
you
pull
like?
This off.
Of course. I also have the ability to disguise myself, so I can also use that to my advantage.
Can you disguise other people? Well, I can probably figure it out.
Yes.
And as she says this, she goes from her large dragon form down to just this beautiful, dark-skinned, long flowing blonde hair.
She's pretty.
Yeah, very tall. She is sort of adorned in this like silver dress with a necklace. Her eyes are this sort of like soft gray. And she has this like silver jewelry, just kind of it's like very simplistic, but there's a lot of it, like lots of rings and like bands and like laced, what's it called? Necklaces.
Can I do a roll to see how my mutual attraction for the dragon?
Yeah, do an insight check.
Okay.
And may I ask why the friend in Elvish on the front door?
15.
Yeah, it's hard to read. She's like a dragon, so like, you know, very old, very wise, but like, you don't know, maybe.
We will do the plan first, but I will try and be her sugar baby.
Amazing. Oh, why the friend in Elvish? Oh, it's something I read in a book once. I thought it was nice.
Oh.
Cool. So we have our plan, so we're gonna move forward with the plan.
Yes. So I will say I can disguise myself to look like another human. The king does know what I look like.
Okay.
And does have people who specifically see through disguises because I have stolen shit from him before. So if you guys could do the groundwork, the face-to-face interaction, and then just come get me before the murder and the party.
Okay.
Oh, right. And she walks over. You notice like all of these things that her entire hoard is like frozen in ice. And she just sort of reaches her hand into it and pulls out these 2 silver amulets and says, these will give you resistance to the cold. So that will be helpful later on. Is there anything else you need to go? I really appreciate you doing this. It's not mostly when people come, they ask for something. I try to be kind. I tell them they can't have it. It's mine now. And then they get mad and they start fighting me. So then I kill them. So
yeah, we do need the scepter, actually. I
right, the scepter, of course. And she goes, and it's like half frozen, stuck in the top of like one of the piles, and she just sort of climbs up there, you know, like kind of grabbing her dress up a little bit so she can get up there. She just pulls it out, comes back down, and says, "Here, this is the scepter for you." Oh right, and she casts a spell into the top.
That for should, the
the activation word for the spell is "die motherfuckers." So don't say that. Either of you can say it. Don't say that until you want it to unleash.
Got you.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Will the king be expecting like you to be dead?
I don't know.
I
don't really know what the king expects. I don't really know how his mind works.
Well, he did say just to get the scepter back, I will cast disguise self on me to look like I've gotten fucking disfigured.
Okay.
So it looks like we barely got out with it, so that he doesn't have any suspicions.
Okay. My concern is that he's just like, oh, so you like got. How'd you find out that it was enchanted? Like,
it'll be one of those things where like she thought that I was about to die, and so she told me. But
okay.
It'll be like one of those very like, you know, last second things. Very dramatic. Very, you know, King loves a good dramatic prophecy. I'll even pretend to like croak or something. I don't know. So
do you want me to freeze you like a little bit just to sell it?
I have frostbite myself, actually, so I actually have a little bit of cold too. So in that way, we're kind of compatible. But so I can just I'll give myself some good frostbite and looking patches, and I'll add it to my like fingertip. Where do you think it would look good on me?
I think you know, forearm maybe, you know, maybe a little bit to the elbow.
No,
I think that looks good. Yes.
How do I look? I do a little transformy since it's at will.
Oh well, you do look a lot worse, which I
Okay.
think was intentional.
Yeah.
Do you want some frozen margs for the road?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I only make frozen drinks here, so
That's fair. I love a frozen drink.
yeah.
Also, would you like to freeze these flowers or
Oh, are those? Oh, yes, those are for me, aren't they?
yeah, I did bring them for you, yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. She goes and grabs them, and she kind of puts them like over. She's like, okay, and she freezes them, like, you know how in a snowstorm when the trees all have like a little bit of ice and like it kind of you could shatter and like break it off. It's a very thin layer. So she freezes them all gently, so you can still see the beauty in each flower, and sort of like sets it into like makes a little wall sconce and sets it there next to the area where she sleeps, and she says, oh, these are absolutely beautiful. I don't always get to go out foraging these days. I mostly just stay in here and write poetry, but yes. Oh, margaritas. And she walks off to another area and comes out with like 3 frozen margaritas for y'all.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really hard to get the balance right, so the texture is consistency.
Understandable.
But I've had hundreds of years to perfect the practice, so
And perfect what you did.
yeah, they're really good. Yeah, so
Awesome.
she has that. She's like, okay, is there sipping her margarita? Is there anything else you all needed?
Let's see. We
Thank you for being kind too. So many people, they just come in here and they start shooting and slashing, and it's like you came into my home.
Yeah. I know. As you know, you might not know, I'm a drow, so people listen, as a dark-skinned elf, I know. I'm just trying to make art and live my life. Luckily, I'm now, I'm a guild artisan, so I have enough power that when people annoy me, I just kind of
Kill them.
end them.
Oh, yes.
Oh no, I find it more funny to have them have a very dull life that they can't get anything out of. It's the
Aw.
emotional death, really, that
I love
sparks
that for
joy.
you. It's
Thank
very
you.
nice. It's
Yeah.
nice. What about you, Womo? How do you punish your enemies?
Oh, well, I did get my dad smited because he tried to trick a god. So
that's
they just
fun.
end up dead. So,
Okay. Yeah, whatever works for you, really. It's about finding your own process.
yes.
Awesome. Well, these are lovely. So is there a way you want us to communicate with you, or you'll
Oh.
just be nearby?
I Yes, actually, and she sends you, she gives you the stone. She says, this is a sending stone. You can cast the sending spell. This is a limited charge, so you can only do it once. So just, holds it out to either of you.
Hi ho. Hassian takes it. They brush fingertips.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Cool.
So whenever it is time for me to make my journey, I will head into this nearest town. Is this where we're doing it? Just let me know.
Yes.
Just let me know. I can travel
Yes.
very fast.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. So we have the scepter, we have the cold protection, we have the sending stone. I think we're all good. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, let me let you out the back way. It's a little bit easier. It takes a while for all of these traps to reset.
That's fair. Oh, I do want to say, unfortunately, I'm a little claustrophobic. I did break one of your doors because
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I did paint the skeletons to look like flowers, so it kind of matches the way it looks at the brook. I know you said you don't go out foraging a lot, but
it's very sweet. That's very sweet. Yeah, and that's why we have an operations budget. These things happen.
Yes.
I don't go around and I have people who come and clean all the dead bodies and the blood. And
as you
stuff.
should.
We want
You
to keep
deserve
this place
that.
looking nice.
Yeah.
And you follow her into this ice room, and she takes you. There's like just a very winding tunnel. It's about the width of a single person that takes you out to the southern side of the mountain in a completely unmarked, unnoticeable area that you can use to navigate your way back to town.
Awesome.
All right.
So,
And I do not navigate this time.
Yeah, so since this is a bit more like big picture stuff, we're gonna do like some jumping around. So you guys do get back to town eventually. What do you do to like set up this whole shebang?
So I look like a fucked up motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've prepared my speech to.
Should I be saying like, "Oh my god, get help, help," just to sell it?
You're just gonna be I'm gonna, because we're going straight to the king, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be leaning on you. So you're gonna be like my
Yeah.
crutch and be
Okay.
like, my liege, we've done all we can to bring this to you, and we're just gonna give an impassioned, persuasive speech, and we're also going to make him think that he'll be the one that's crowned, so that he'll definitely invite the other kings to flex on them hoes.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my dancing lights uh in a very trickery way
Of course.
to make it seem like he's already chosen.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we'll have the ball, and I'll be like, as a guild artisan, I'll use my pull that way, to be
Mhm.
like, let's have this huge ball, we'll have a huge party, and then we'll be like, so the best way to do it is this right before midnight. So it can be like we're ushering a new era. We'll
Love
get
to
them
see
all in
it.
the room at the top. And then when we kill them, we can then just do more dancing lights out and pretend it's a firework, and then Momo can step out instead.
Okay, nice. So just go ahead and give me a persuasion check. You can have advantage. You've thought this through. You guys had a while to workshop all the bits. And you have this very good sense for it, and you do have a bit of sway as a guild artisan. You have connections to sort of set this whole thing up, and you do have the scepter.
Oh, thank God. The first one was an 8, but the second one was a 23.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you're saying this, the king is hanging on your every word. He's like, "Oh yeah, that sounds wonderful. Thank you so much for bringing it back. You know, you can't trust these dragons. They'll come and steal everything out of the coffers of this entire kingdom if they had the chance."
Yeah, I can tell by the fucked up face I got.
Yes. I'm just very, very happy that you came back alive. I wasn't sure you would make it. Every group we've sent so far has been killed, so I honestly didn't have hope. We've sent some of my finest warriors out, and, well, if it works, it works. You know, they probably roughed it up a bit for you.
Yeah, you know.
You could say that.
They definitely loosened the lid, as one would say.
Yeah, so, and he asks you questions about, like, how the battle went and all this stuff. I assume you just pull shit out of your ass.
Yes.
Yes.
And he's sold on this idea, and he says, yes, let's have it in 2.5 weeks, right before the full moon.
Yes.
Okay.
Should be enough time to get everything ready. And
Yeah.
Hyacinth, you said you had connections, and he connects you with his guard. So, yeah, can you guys describe to me what's the vibe you're going for with this ball? What's the decor? Who's coming? Is everybody here?
So all the commoners, so to kind of make sure the king doesn't get too suspicious, we have pretend system separation. So it's actually a multi-tiered event. In the bottom is where all the commoners are. It's like a fair style, kind of like, a parade. So we have like different stations where people can mingle around, food vendors, artisans. We have like, many a fake dragon. So we have a couple fake dragons so that when she comes, she can be the fake dragon and keep moving around so she doesn't really get caught, that we beat. And then in the next layer is like where it's the open bar portion. Frozen margaritas as a little nod. And like that part's really cool. And then we have the third for the upper echelon, and that's like masquerade. Very classy, very like masks on. And then, yes, Momo?
May I ask what the significance of before the full moon is?
Just a timekeeping device.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
It doesn't really feel like it. It feels like there's some special meaning to that.
Well, I don't know, it's dark. This party is mostly, like, a lot of it's going to be outside. The full moon is bright.
I mean, I guess so, but typically...
speaking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
am I talking to the king right now or the DM?
I thought you were talking to the DM. Are you
I am talking to the DM. No, I'm talking to the DM
Okay.
because I don't know. It's like I hear like a lot of specific like magic shit happens with full moon.
Oh, for sure,
so.
yeah. There's like tons of magic shit. Like if there's a werewolf at this party, like who knows what's gonna happen, right?
True. Well, luckily,
But it's not like the king's a werewolf.
Yeah, it's not like the king's a werewolf. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need you to confirm that as the DM.
Mama, let's
shit.
we're vibing, right? So we have this.
Okay, so I would just like to say that I am putting together a plan just in case anyone happens to be a
what
werewolf.
What does that plan look like? What does that plan that Womo is enacting look like?
I do have a short bow, correct?
Yeah.
I do have I want to have specifically like silver arrows. That just go with my outfit.
Yeah, you can
that
get
just
that.
like
You can silver the arrows for sure.
Yeah, that just looks
so
completely like it's part of my outfit.
So while Hyacinth is like planning this party, you are going full on werewolf prep.
Yes.
I'm like also bringing up my concerns to Hyacinth that like I feel like there might be something more to this full moon thing, and just in case there's like some kind of that the ice does not kill the king.
Yes.
Or if there's just some kind of like I don't know secret society in which all of the fucking like heads of the kingdoms are werewolves that we didn't know about.
I feel like you would know if your dad was a werewolf. I guess maybe not. Maybe not.
I mean, like, I'm not saying like me specifically because my dad's already dead, so it doesn't matter.
That's fair.
But I mean like the other kingdoms, like.
Sure.
Yes. Okay. Anywho, as I was saying, then there's the upper echelon floor, which is a masquerade that everyone gets to wear masks, and we just have to let the guards accept it. That way, you know, it's easier for her to get to the upper echelon. I'm making sure so you can get through every floor, as you can see, quite easily without having to cause a ruckus. And then we have the kingdom one, right? And so part of my plan is what we have it going to be gilded, but it's actually not really gilded. It's going to be electroplated, which is a word for everything covered in silver, and it's going to be painted gold. And so we're going to have everything in the room to make it look like it's gold, and it's actually electroplated, for the scepter to be the antithesis of the dragon and the new ruler of all the realms, or all the kingdoms, but actually it's silver. So when we hand the scepter, we'll have the fake dancing lights, and so when we hand the scepter, we'll also synonymously crown the true king, and all the mini kings will be like get their little princely crowns, but they're actually electroplated silver. So if they are werewolves, fuck their brains, I guess.
I do want to say that I am personally actually pretty good standing with the other kingdoms because I did get my own father killed that was trying to take over their kingdoms. So they do trust me inherently.
Yeah.
I do not like them though.
So it's easy enough to get them there. You will know.
Thank you for thinking of the SpongeBob scene. It was exactly a reference to the SpongeBob scene.
The lid. Yeah. So yeah. It's easy enough to use your connections and use your weight to get people from all the other kingdoms to come. How are you going to convince someone from your kingdom to come? Because I assume you had a sibling.
Well, I am already there.
Oh wait, I thought your kingdom was trying to out you.
Well, they're trying to kill me.
Oh, okay, but like you're still.
But
in charge.
That's why I don't invite them. I don't invite them there. So why do they? They don't even know what's happening.
Okay.
No one has sent word to my kingdom because I am there.
Fair enough.
So they don't need to.
Fair enough.
Cool. So we have electroplated top floor that actually looks like gold, but it's actually silver. We have masquerade upper echelon floor where everyone has to wear a mask. So and it's like old school, so therefore no one's gonna like perceive her. Then we have what was the second floor? Oh, frozen margs. Everyone's just gonna be fucking drunk on that floor. It's gonna be very, very party. And then the common one where we have the faux dragon defeats and very fun fair. Also, it's a pay what you can experience, so it is financially accessible to everyone.
Wow, we love that.
Yes. Also, I want to say my outfit. I do have my glasses chains on.
because I'm wearing them now, and I think it would match the silver amulets that she gave us. And I want to be wearing a Billy Porter style outfit, so very nice suit like top with a very mermaid high-low shimmery that captures the night sky and the stars, so it looks like I'm walking moonlight.
Yes. I do want to have a similar, very great, grand look. But my dress is like very. It's also what is the word you said? Emulated.
Evocative?
It's like silver, but like covered in gold.
Electroplated.
Thank you. Electroplated. So it's like it's just very bright and like golden, but not actually gold. Also do have a couple of like weapons strapped to me.
Okay.
Just hidden in all of the frock and such.
Go ahead and
just
make
in
a
case.
Sleight of hand check to see how well you can hide your weapons.
Sleight of hand.
What was it?
An 8.
They're in there. If anyone looked, they would probably find them, but so you're just gonna have to hope no one looks.
You know what? I will have a backup explanation for why I have weapons, just in case that any kingdom is like upset that they're not the true king, and anything gets messy. I act as like a bodyguard for the king.
Sure.
Okay. Awesome. So, is it party time?
I think it's
also. I also want to say we got more of the flowers, especially the ones at the brook, and since everyone's going to be standing at the round table as we'll have the scepter. The scepter will be the centerpiece around those really pretty flowers we had, and then we'll have everyone stand in front of their chairs. They won't sit until the performance is done, and then whoever's like the king is will be the head of the table. So that's how that works. And of course the chairs are electroplated. The crowns that will be placed upon them are electroplated. And I just wanted to make sure that we have those beautiful flowers that we found earlier in the room. That's going to come into play later.
Yeah.
And because my intelligence and my wisdom is not very great, I am just going to play incredibly dumb if they're just like, why is everything electroplated? Like, because it looked pretty, and we also couldn't afford like actual gold, so silver was cheaper.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to know that they were all werewolves? Like, no one told us. That was not part of the plan.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. So it gets to party time. What are you gonna send a message to Alaria?
Yes. I'd be like, "Hey, boo."
Just let you know, you get to cast the spell Sending, which means you have 25 words.
Okay.
I feel like you should also use this opportunity to like ask her out.
I was gonna wait.
Shoot your shot.
I was gonna wait a little bit after. I also only have 25 words. The plan is in motion. Right before I almost went myself.
Yeah. It happens.
Midnight. Stand before the topmost tower door.
Someone in the chat asked, are emojis one word? Yes, emojis count as one word.
Black heart emoji.
Black heart emoji. We're going by circle rules.
Keyword to enter. Flamboyance. Dress super cute, please. Black heart emoji.
Nice. All right. Thank you for the tip. I will be sure to dress super cute. I always do. See you then. She doesn't use like the whole 25 words.
That's fair.
No emoji?
Oh, white heart emoji.
Oh. Ebony and Ivory, just saying.
Okay, so we go to this party. As you guys get there, as anyone who's planned an event will know, there's always so many moving parts, and as it comes together, it is just such a nice moment of catharsis, seeing that everything has worked. You got the electroplating. There was like a little misunderstanding with the vendor, so you had to get it rush ordered and like all this stuff. But you were telling the king like this is so important, like blah blah blah, and you were able to convince him to do this. All of the people, all of the commoners are really excited because usually they don't get to go to these functions in any capacity. Not ones that are also housing the royal people. It is this kingdom specifically in this area of the country. There are like 7 kingdoms. There's a lot of social stratification. It's not like where you're from, Hyacinth, where things, there's still like some problem, but like, things in the Underdark run a little differently. But Womo, you're pretty used to it, and you're like, this shit sucks. Things go, you guys grab yourself some margs. We're winding up toward the end of the night. How does this, so you guys have been working for months, not months, for like 2 weeks, preparing this party. How does this final ceremony go?
Okay, so the people are all starting to get ready to gather around, and we're in the room with all the kings, and we've regaled them with the story. We've given them the margs, so they're just like all types of popped up, and they love the centerpiece. It's a great centerpiece.
It's a beautiful centerpiece.
And so we stand, and then I do the huge speech and like regale them with the story. They're all pumped up, and then I use my dancing lights to illusion as it sparks and tries to switch, like the lights kind of ebb and flow to pick the true king, and then it picks on the true king after a little flash and dance. And so we say, everyone stand as the new realms of the kings have been decided, and we put the caps on everyone, and then
They all stand.
They all stand, and I say, before I hand the scepter, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, the most important thing for party planning on such an important event is flamboyance. So she can enter. I don't know if she's entering right now.
Yeah, so she has been slowly making her way up through the different levels of the party, and has been on the masquerade floor, kind of staying close. She kind of sort of climbs up to the top, and the one king who knows who she is like, oh fuck, because she like takes off her mask and it's her, and he's like, oh fuck, and this other guy's like, wait a sec, apparently like she steals from like a lot of them. She just doesn't like them.
I would like to give the honoring words of vengeance to her, so I toss the thing to the king as he catches it, and I back the fuck up so she can do what she got to do.
Yeah, she says, for too long, the kings of this land, of the worlds of men, of elves, of dwarves, have taken your gold, your labor, and squandered it away on useless parties and famines for the working people. And as someone who considers themselves an ally of those of you who maybe don't have as much power in this world, I want to give you an opportunity to seize control for yourselves, to forge your own destinies, and to free yourselves from the shackles of monarchy and the greed in the hearts of men. Today, I give you your freedom, and in return I hope you can learn to live in relative peace and harmony, in an egalitarian world, and be a beacon of light to the surrounding areas. And she looks toward you two, because the guards, by now the kings have yelled like guards, and they're seizing her, and she's like standing. She looks toward you to say the words.
Die, motherfuckers.
Die, motherfuckers! Okay, and from that, where is everybody standing relative to the kings?
I was with the people, because the kings and such because I was a royal, but then as that speech was going on, I've like slipped away and they didn't even notice because like I'm a princess and they weren't paying attention to me at all.
Sure.
So now I have found my way by Hassian's side.
Oh, I went straight to the dragon.
Okay. As the scepter erupts into a cone of cold, everyone in this area needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
So I hit.
What thing do I click for that?
Okay, so if you look on the left side of your sheet, there's this little box that says saving throws.
Yes.
Click the Constitution one.
I got
CON.
I got 14.
Okay, the kings all rolled like shit.
Mine says 23.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Babe.
So you will take half damage as you succeeded on the save. So the total damage is 34 cold damage. You both have your amulets of cold resistance. So you take 17. And then you take half of 17 because you succeeded on the save. So you take 8 because we round down. So Womo, you take 8 cold damage. Hyacinth, you take 17 cold damage.
So I put that for my hit points?
Yeah, you take 8 from your hit points. Word. So you should only be down 8 by now because you've rested and healed since you...
Oh, so I go back to 27?
Yeah. And so you should be at 19.
Hold on, fuck, I fucked up.
Okay. Just click their long rest button. It'll reset you.
Oh.
Unless you fixed it.
Oh, I didn't. Oh. Hold on. I'm trying my best here.
You're doing great.
Reset.
Just add or subtract to get to 19. Don't worry too hard about
I cannot do math.
Oh my gosh. What number is it at right now?
Hold, go away. It's still at so let me just go 7 to heal, and then I take away 8 for damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm at 19 now. Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna do that for the fucking dragon because she's fine. Immediately, immediately the entire table, you see them all frozen solid in place. Their heartbeats dead. The guards are looking around worryingly.
Well, as we said, the scepter chooses the true king. As I said, and everyone knows, Momo's alive. So apparently Momo was chosen as the true king. Sometimes magic just works in mysterious ways, doesn't it? Take that scepter, Momo. Go out there and tell the people. And Miss Dragon.
As your chosen king, I have declared that monarchies are bullshit, and I will literally just be a figurehead. That's it.
But first, we establish the
after we establish like everyone actually being able to live,
your actual government.
Yeah. After we do that,
we're not going to anarchy.
Monarchy does not exist anymore. I am literally just here to look hot and just be a figurehead.
We're copying the British system, but doing it better.
Yes.
Yeah, like literally, I will just be hot, and that's all I'm here for.
I would like to point, as we're in the frozen room and we see all her enemies frozen, and I point out the super pretty centerpiece with the flowers. I take the one that I picked from the thing and put one in my hair from earlier. Remember what I said? I had 2 of the super pretty ones from the book, and I pick up the other one, and I ask her if she would like to go on a date with me.
I would love that. I know of a place south of here. It's actually a very warm beach, I think, if you want me to take you there.
That'd be really nice, yeah.
That's so, I love this moment, but you cannot leave me to run this kingdom by myself just yet. Just saying.
Well, we can finish out the night.
Yeah.
Yes,
There's margaritas downstairs.
Yes.
Yeah, and
this whole plan will like completely fall apart if I am left alone to run this kingdom on my own. Just saying.
She grabs your hand and takes you the margaritas and says, "Womo, come on."
I'm coming.
Your Highness,
Thank you.
And you all party the night away, having killed the mildly annoying kings that she didn't like.
Oh, can I make sure that I do knock over all of their frozen corpses so they shatter into like chunky frozen bits?
Yeah, I'll just let that happen.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a kingdom to rebuild, and you have an island getaway to go on. And if it wasn't clear, she's literally going to fly you down there as a giant fucking dragon.
I am very excited.
Yeah.
I have a hot dragon girlfriend.
You have a hot dragon girlfriend.
Truly, I didn't realize that was a goal of mine until it happened.
Yeah, that's the secret goal of every D&D campaign, is actually to get a hot monster girlfriend. They don't tell you that in the player's handbook, but it is there. Well, we had a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had a dragon. Dungeon and dragon.
I like how
I did get to live out my whole dream of being a fairy princess.
Now you're a fairy queen.
Well, I still want to go by king.
You're
I feel like the king has a much better ring to it.
That is true, just objectively.
Yeah. I like how I literally usurped multiple kingdoms and threw a fucking kingdom-wide rager as a way to hit on a girl.
Amazing.
I went the distance.
When I was setting this up, that's why I was
Who
like,
says romance is dead?
I was like, the only thing that I need to do is just have a girl. I was like, you can't, I can't not make a hot evil person. I'm not gonna make a hot evil girl. And I was like, well, they're gonna have to do whatever the bad girl says because she's hot. So
I just assumed that the king was in the wrong. I was like, power's corrupt.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I just realized? My whole backstory was that my dad wanted me to take over all the kingdoms, and I was like, no. And then I ended up taking over all the kingdoms.
Yeah, but you did it your way, on your terms.
You did it
like, no, Dad, I will not do what you want me to do. And then I did exactly what you wanted me to do.
My dream, Dad, it's yours. Oh, it actually
and
is
then I
my
did
dream.
it anyway.
You did it to destroy it. Like,
I think I failed. I did fail and win D&D at the same time.
Yeah.
I want to say, as someone whose only goal was to get inspiration, I saw a lot of pretty flowers. I saw a lot of pretty architecture. I'm dating a hot dragon, which means that my finances are secured, and I have pretty things to paint. And I get to go to I get to paint my pretty girlfriend, and also go to locations to paint pretty things. So really, my whole what's good for the plot worked out.
Yeah.
Didn't give a shit about other people's lives. I was like, this is good for my art, and my life to make art. So this is what I do.
Yeah, it is what it is. And I didn't want to run actual combat because it would take an hour, and I was like, that's not going to be fun for this.
Yeah.
Wait, were they actually supposed to be werewolves or no?
No, I just picked the full moon.
Okay.
You went through all that shit for nothing.
It was so
I was
funny.
just making sure.
No, that's
just
great.
making sure.
That's great.
The preparation was
Because
massive.
what happens if they were all werewolves and then we would have been fucked? We would have been so fucked.
Yeah, I do
have a vial of acid.
I don't have time. We don't have time to run combat of you fighting 7 werewolves and do this whole session in 2 hours.
Exactly. So, but just in case that had been the case, we would have been completely prepared.
You would have been, for sure.
Yeah, I also like that. I like how I stayed true to character because I was like, I'm just gonna do some art shit real quick. Very scenic route. Also, the power of saying "move, I'm gay." Glad that was my nat 20.
I think that was a perfect use of a nat 20.
And I mean, I did get us lost in the woods a few times.
A few times.
3 times.
When I was like, "Do you want to stay on the path again?" and you're like, "No," and I was like, "With the 9, okay, okay."
Yeah, I was like, "What game are you playing, Momo?"
I don't know what I'm doing.
It was good for the plot. It was fun. The fact that you were like, I'm specifically not moving stealthy, but I rolled a natural 1 on perception for the giant fucking evil bird.
That was just pure luck. That was pure luck.
D&D is about luck. If you can be anything in D&D, you should be lucky.
I also like how canonically...
We could have really died very easily at the very beginning.
Yeah, I said I would try not to kill you, but I didn't realize
And
you
then
were
I
gonna try and
almost
get
got-
yourself killed.
Mama was
I almost got
literally
both
like,
of
"Why
us
would
killed
we-"
almost immediately.
Mama was like, why would we be stealthy? It's nighttime. And I was like, nighttime? Nighttime
Yeah.
where bats come out? When owls come out? You know,
That's when
the
the
hunter
vampires
birds
get you.
come out?
Those are quite small, and we are very large compared to them.
They're literally giant eagles and giant owls.
How was I supposed to know that?
I don't know.
I don't know, maybe listen to me being like, maybe we should be stealthy.
So there were no magical horses to like whisk us away, but there were giant owls. How? Hello.
Okay. Well, no, I didn't.
Okay, Moma, I need you to look at me for a second. Look at me.
Yeah.
You're asking me why there are natural woodland owls in the woods, but not natural wild horses that specifically want to help us in the woods. What's
They
not?
weren't. They would be like small owls, and then
We're-
regular sized horses, and not giant owls.
Giant owls is the natural owl. We're in D&D. You're telling me in a place with dragons you don't think large birds exist?
It was a regular forest, so I assumed regular animals.
It's a regular
existed.
D&D forest, my homie.
I've never been here before. I feel like I cannot be faulted for this.
She doesn't
And
even
like
go
nothing bad
here.
happened.
No, you guys,
But did you die? But did you die? You didn't die.
Someone said
The bird
Momo
flew
was just
right
here
past
to have a good
us.
time and not be stealthy, and you did both of those things flawlessly.
Yes, the bird flew right past us, and we didn't even have to be stealthy.
Yeah. I just want to say, if this ever happens, but the thing that I find really funny is like canonically, Womo and my girlfriend are not friends.
Canonically, no.
Canonically,
Canonically,
I
no.
don't think she likes you.
No. No, she does not. I think she tolerates me,
She does.
I
and that's
think-
all I could ask for.
You are. I think she is. I think you are the Sam Wilson to her Bucky Barnes in Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
in Civil War. Like she is like, I do not like this man.
Yeah.
And I'm just here like, I secured the girlfriend. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we're
well-
gonna have a long time together because I'm an elf, so I got time with my boo.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so fun.
Oh,
I'm
you
glad
got-
we won.
Yeah. How was your first D&D experience? How would you rate that? Scale of 1 to 10.
I am going to give it
If you give it anything less than a 6, I will cry.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5 because I am really upset that I suck so bad at rolling.
You need to get physical
My luck.
dice. When you get back in the States, I can send you like I can get you a
Yes.
cute dice set.
Please, because I suck so fucking bad. My luck is absolutely terrible. I think I rolled like 120, and everything else was like maybe
You
like
barely
like
passed
below
10
12.
at any point.
I barely. And how many times did I roll? I think I got like
Yeah.
below over 10, maybe 3 times.
I did pretty well for myself.
Yeah, you did. You were really hard carrying the team. Thank you.
I like how I got us back on track, and you're like, no. And then I was like, okay, we're just gonna
Thank you.
go back on track. And you're like, I'm gonna investigate this dragon. I was like, I'm going to get everything ready. So
Well,
that
when you're making an ice sculpture for 30 minutes, what am I supposed to stand there?
I don't know, read a book.
Yeah, I should go investigate. It's not my fault it turned out bad.
I'm just saying it was her bedroom, you know, in a sense. So I was like,
I was just supposed to. Okay, what kind of weirdo makes an ice sculpture for someone in their bedroom that they don't know?
what, who got a hot dragon girlfriend, obviously.
You didn't know one. You didn't have one at the time.
Yeah, I did it in preparation. I was like, listen, this is where we saw the words friendship. We saw rainbows. I was like, what gay doesn't like fun wall art?
There. Okay. Well,
I thought-
thank you,
I was
everyone, for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you guys.
This was
for
a lot of
playing.
fun.
Yes.
Okay, we'll have to do it again sometime because if I don't
Yes.
have to like prep, this actually isn't too bad, and I didn't have very many games this week, so I'm not dead. Next week, because my surgery got moved, so I will be here next week. It got moved again.
Oh,
Oh my
yay.
gosh.
It's fine. You know,
We're going to be watching.
This-
We're not watching. We're going to be talking Loki.
we're gonna be talking about Loki. I think we all need to prepare for me to be insufferable. Loki is my favorite character. I love him. I literally don't give a shit. I approve of all of his bastard man choices. Like, they'll be like, Loki murdered a baby in the first episode, and I was like, yeah, kid's gotta learn. Like, I love Loki so much. I own 3 Pop dolls, and I got a Loki one. He's watching from over there. He's staring at me right now. I just have a thing for bastard men.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So we will head out and see you here at 8 p.m. Central next Saturday for the next episode of Blerd Roundtable.
Roundtable. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you for coming.